In case you guys are like, am I in the right class? This is boot camp, body weight, no equipment needed. I do recommend the mats. Definitely take water breaks. It is hot today. I have AC on and I'm still hot. Modify the movements, I think I've already said. And again, play music, anything that motivates you. We are going to do a 40-20 and a 20-10 workout today. So that's going to be 4 exercises at 40 seconds of work, right? Push yourself during the 40 seconds, followed by 20 seconds of rest. And then right after we do those 4 exercises, I'm going to pick 2 of the exercises from the 4 to do for Tabata. And we're just going to alternate in the Tabata. Okay? I can make it harder in Tabata before we do exercise A twice and then exercise B twice. I'll think about it. Maybe I'll start hard and end easy. So let's warm up, even though you might already be sweating. But the purpose of the warm-up is getting some movement in our body so we're not shocking the body when we start with a real high-intensity exercise. All right, let's circle those hips. Take your time with this. Just get that range of motion. I have been sitting on my butt all day in front of a laptop, so I do need to warm up. We all need to warm up. All right, and let's go into our squats. Feet nice and wide, at least shoulder distance apart. Toes and knees slightly turned out. And we will squats. This action here is about warming up the hip, knee, and ankle joints. Recently, my ankles have been doing a snap, crackle, pop kind of noise. I don't know why. It doesn't hurt at all. It just makes this really loud popping sound that sounds like, I should describe it, like something just snapped, like you broke a twig. It's very disturbing, the noise, but it's just shockingly, like I feel nothing when my ankle does that. But you know, that's what happens when you're in your 40s, I guess. Just kidding. Totally kidding. Couple more. All right, and then we go into our lunges. I'm just turning sideways. You can face fronts. Bend that back knee, nice long stride. Feet are hip distance apart for balance. Try to keep your chest up. Feel free to take your arms out to the side. You want to try to initiate the lunge by bending the back knee downwards to about ankle height. Two more. Keep that chest up, abdominals nice and braced. Let's turn it around. Again, pretty nice long stride. You can tell if you're in the right stride length when you bend your back knee down to ankle height. Both knees roughly form 90 degrees. You don't need to measure it with a, what's that tool that measures angles? I don't even know. That was from high school, right? Anyways, visually, it's going to look roughly like 90 degrees. You can tell when it's not. 2 more. And then let's warm up our shoulders here for a moment before we go into, I always forget this. I think this is such a great way to stretch out dynamically our shoulders and arms and chest, right? You're reaching back, getting that chest. And then I just often forget this one. So what we're going to do is we're going to go down to the floor, have our hands wider than shoulder distance apart, so that when we lower our chest to elbow height, our elbows roughly make 90 degrees. You accomplish that in multiple ways. You can be on your knees, and we lower the chest to shoulder height. Here, let me show you this way. That's called kneeling. You can be doing knee push-ups, so kind of get your butt in line with your shoulders and knees. And finally, you can do it on your toes. So let's do about four more. Again, you want to pick the body position that allows you to get the range of motion you're looking for in the arms, all right? So that's what dictates your position for push-ups. Nothing else really. Okay, let's see. Squat, jack, single clap. All right. Sorry, did you guys all stand up again? All right, let's just stay standing. We don't need to get back down. I was like just grabbing my phone and I was gonna do a plank, but now everyone's standing up, so we're just gonna stay standing up. Here's the first exercise. A squat jack. So you jump into a squat and jump up into the jack. You're gonna clap your hands on the front. This is about coordination here. And you're gonna open up the arms out to the side. Imagine you've got cymbals in your hands. All right, that's the motion. Non-jumping. This is the non-jumping version, and this is jumping version. Land softly, open up those arms. It should be pretty, it should make some sense because when your feet go wide, your arms go wide. The opposite lead. Out, in. Yeah, it's okay if you do it the other way. It's not a big deal. All right, starting. This is our first 40 seconds. It's okay if you do the opposite, really. Doesn't matter. You do this. Ready. Open, close, open, close. Want to land softly. We're gonna get our heart rates up for this. This feels like too much right out of the gates for our first exercise after the warm up. Feel free to keep it low impact. I just wanted to do something that involved arms and legs. And of course, our leg muscles is squatting. You gotta work those butts. 10 seconds. That knocking means there's 10 seconds left. Nice job, nice job. Keep breathing. All right, 20 seconds rest. Our next exercise is jumping jacks with push-ups. So we're gonna continue the jumping jack theme. Out here. You can do in, out, tap, in, out, tap. All right, you want your feet wide when you do the tap. Oh, I forgot the push-up part. Push-up, in, out, tap. Push-up. How silly of me. The whole point about this was the push-up. I forgot it. In, out, push-up, tap, in, out, push-up. Tap. There is a more challenging version of this, which I'll show you in the Tabata round. Non-jumping version is tap in and out. Sorry, I forgot to mention that earlier. All right. Gosh. We're doing abs, so you get to sit on your butt. Swing your arms overhead. What we're going to do is press up. At the same time, we straighten our legs. It's just for a brief moment that we're up like this, and then your foot's back on the ground. Lean back, press. Legs straight, arms straight. Good. You can put your hands back here. All right. We'll change the exercise a little bit. We should still be feeling your abs. You want to really draw your abs in. Protect that lower back. There's a slight curve in your spine, in the lower part of your spine, and your chest is mostly lifted. Push. Push and straighten. All right. And then we got mountain climbers. The dreaded mountain climbers. I hate mountain climbers, but really good to do. Wrists underneath the shoulders. Keep your butt down at shoulder height. Pull the knees in as fast as you can. But what I really don't want to see is your butt in the air and your shoulders behind the elbows. Look at your arms. They should be vertical. Keep your butt at shoulder height. After that, you can go at any pace you want, pulling those knees in. The technique is really important for mountain climbers. Now soften your elbows. If your elbows are locked straight, you're not really using your arm muscles. Slight bend in those elbows will really work those triceps a lot more. All right, take a brief 20-second break. I'm going to set up for the Tabata. these jack combinations. So if your feet are together like this, and you want to do a push-up jack at the same time, you can take your feet wide.
Ready?
Sorry, I did that wrong. Jump your feet in to do the push-up, and jump your feet out and do the tap. Jump your feet in for the push-up, jump your feet out for the tap. I hope, did that make sense? Feet together, hands wide, do your push-up, and at the moment that you jump your feet out, you tap. You have to kind of set it up the proper way, otherwise you don't get it. Anyways, that's a version if you want to try for the Tabata rounds. Try it. Definitely it's tough to do for 40 seconds, but I think we can handle it for 20 seconds. So let's try this, okay? Tabata round. First exercise is this. This is the exercise I picked for the Tabata round. And then we're doing the push-ups with the jack. All right, remember, take low impact options if you need. Here we go, starting in 10 seconds. In 3, 2, 1, going wide. Push, push, push. Very short interval, 20 seconds. We're actually gonna stay out for the next one. So in the next 20 seconds, we're staying up. And then after that, we'll go down. So double Tabatas. All right, you get 10 seconds. If you're not tired, feel free to go, keep going. But I will say, it means you can push harder if you're not taking this break. If you don't feel you need a break, you can go faster. Push yourself to your limits so that you feel you really need a break. Quick, quick. All right, we're going into that push-up. Let me just angle it a little bit here. So you gotta start, if you're gonna do that jumping version, your feet are in, wide, wide. Push up here, up, push up here, up, push up, wide touch, push up, wide touch. I actually messed up in the beginning. I didn't even do anything in the first like 3 seconds. Okay, here we go again. Push our feet together. Jack wide, hands to a shoulder. Other hand to the shoulder. Feel free to do a push-up in the jack and the shoulder tap separately. When you do the shoulder tap, your feet should be wide. Okay. Man, it's really hard to do that talking. We're doing this. Exercise 1. 2 20-second rounds. And then 2 more rounds of push-ups. Now, if that feels like it's too much, let me know during this 1-minute break, and we can alternate. Alternating. Always feels a little easier. Alternating always feels a little easier because you do something else completely different. But now we're doing the same thing. It does feel like we're doing 40 seconds, but it's really 20 seconds with a break, 20 seconds with a break. It should feel different than the non-stop 40 seconds. Push it a little harder, go a little faster. Okay, here we go. I'm gonna do the other push-up version. Push up, tap, in, out, push up, down, up, shoulder tap, jack, in, out, push up, shoulder tap, jack, in, out, push up, shoulder tap, jack, in, out. All right, so it's kind of each movement separately. And again, if you want to combine the tap with the jumping out jack, start with your feet together, do your push-up first. As you're coming out of the push-up, check your feet wide and lift the hand. Check your feet wide and lift the hand. You get a whole minute rest after this. Oh, at least we didn't do mountain climbers. I only did it once. All right, take the minute. I gotta time this minute here. Sometimes I lose track of time. Get some water.
Ready?
Ignore that, ignore that. This is just so I don't lose the track of the minute. So, round 2. Reverse lunge and rotate. If I step back with my right leg, I'm gonna turn to my right. I'm gonna turn to my left. I'm actually gonna turn. Oh wait, is that right? Nope. When I step back, I'm gonna turn to the front leg. So if I step back with the right, I'm gonna turn left. Now I'm gonna turn right because my right leg is forward. All right, so you gotta turn to the front leg. I would hold your own hand and kind of pull that arm across. All right? All right, you guys ready? And that thing rings in 10 seconds. This is it. So if you step back with the right leg, you're going to the left with the arms.
Ready?
So this is a non-impact version. If you want to do impact, it looks like this. Switch, 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 switch. Sometimes I design the workout for impact and I give a low impact option. And other times I design for no impact, which is this one, no impact. And then I add impact as an option. All right? So don't feel like there's only one true way of doing anything. You do what's challenging for you. What's challenging for you. All right, this is burpee. I like to do a plain burpee every once in a while. Just going back to basics. Hands down, jump or walk your feet back. Optional push-up if you want. Jump or walk your feet forward, and that's it. Nothing fancy. And if you don't want to do the push-up, you basically jump out into the plank, right back in, and you're up. All right? This whole get down on the ground and get up process is very, very challenging. This is the basic burpee. All right? Sometimes it's important just to go back to the basics. The most important thing you can do about this is to really brace your abs before you jump back so that you can land in a perfect plank. All right? You want to land in a perfect plank. Okay, it's time for our abs. This is called a starfish crunch. 5 limbs. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Everything comes up. Keep it separated. 5 points. Head, arms, and legs. 5 points. Starfish crunch. Reach. Kind of like a V-sit, but we keep our legs apart. We keep our arms apart. There's 30 seconds to go. Feel free to do any abdominal option you like. Just trying to give variations and options here. So we're not doing the same crunch over and over and over again. Ten seconds. Starfish crunch. Your head is the top of the star. Okay, jaguar walk. I have no idea how a jaguar walks. But you're gonna be on your wrists and your knees, lift your knees up, walk opposite limbs. So my front hand, back foot, back hand, front foot. Walk, walk, now move backwards. Opposite limbs. Keep your knees bent, back flat. Got it? Opposite limbs. Travel backwards. Brace your abs. Keep your knees bent. Keep your elbows slightly bent. And Imagine you're holding a glass of wine on your back and you don't want to spill it. So really try to keep your back level as much as you can. Creep, creep, creep. I know jaguars don't go backwards. I know it's not realistic. Reverse lunge and rotate and burpees. That's what we got for Tabata. Ready? Let me change the timer here. You don't get a full minute rest there. You get like your usual 20 seconds rest. Options, right? Or the jumping version and followed by burpees. So let's do this one a little different. Let's do 20 seconds of the lower body and then 20 seconds of burpees and alternate that. So we're not doing this 2 times in a row. Change it up. Swing those arms across the body, rotation. Anytime you challenge your body with different movement patterns, different planes of movement, not just forward, back, side to side. Burpee time. Push-ups are optional. The jump at the end is also optional. Everyone has their own definition of burpees. Some people are like, it's not a real burpee until you jump and clap your hands over your head. I don't know who made up that rule. All right, do your burpee. Do the burpee that challenges you. Back to the lunges. You decide if you want to make jumping or it's a reverse step back. Reverse step back. I'll admit I don't really like stepping forward for lunges. I prefer stepping back. Oh, geez. How are we doing? Perfect. Nothing but this workout is easy. Once it becomes easy, you push yourself a little harder, a little faster. Back to the lunges. Ready? Let's go. We only got 10 seconds in between for rest. So you don't have to do the same version. So I jumped for the first 20 seconds. In this third round, I'm not going to jump. I'm still moving. All right? Whatever version you pick, can you guys do the timer? I have it on max volume. Hopefully you can hear it. Burpees. Do your burpee. If you want to take out the push-up, take out the push-up. Just keep moving. Keep moving. Last round. Last round. Got those lunges? One more round of burpees. 20 seconds. Go, go, go. It's funny how I can move a lot faster when I'm not talking. Last 20 seconds of burpees. Let's do this. I always try to go till the beep, but sometimes I know I'm not going to finish a burpee in that time, so I don't do it. I don't even start it. All right.
Ready?
A sip of cold water. Ignore that. That's me holding onto the timer. It's really true. If I don't time this, I'll end up accidentally giving you break. It's because I'm a really bad judge of time. All right, squat jump with heel clicks. So we went from squats to lunges, and now we're back to squats. Squats with heel click. It's like bringing your feet in for the jack, but your feet come together in the air. Let me show you the low impact first. Squat, bring a foot, bring a heel in, bring a heel in, bring a heel in. Now the jumping version, bring both heels in, bring both heels in. All right, are you ready for that? We're doing that in 15 seconds. Your minute break is over. Just like that, it's over. All right, do either option, low impact or high impact. We're getting to that low Y squat. One heel in, alternating, or two heels in, bam. Use your arms. You gotta get high enough so your heel clicks and you can get your feet back out wide with a nice, soft, controlled landing. You never wanna land with straight knees. Land in the squat. Halfway done, 20 seconds. I really feel this one. Even without jumping, you're staying low like this. I know your leg muscles are burning. 3 seconds. Oh gosh. All right, push up to bird dog. We got options here. You do your push up. Opposite limbs. Push up, opposite limbs. On the toes.
Ready?
Opposite limbs. Push up, opposite limbs. When you lift, you don't have to lift both arm and leg. If you want, just lift the leg. If you lift an arm and a leg, it's opposite. And it's really quick. So by the time you think you're gonna fall on your face, your hand is already back down. Oh my gosh, I'm dying. Yeah, we get to sit on her butt. I love the abs. I never pick the abs for Tabata though. Bicycle. Let your legs and arms crank in a bicycle.
Ready?
My right hand follows my right knee. My left hand follows my left knee. It's like they're connected like this. In fact, you can almost touch your knees if you wanted. But I would just have it hovering just above the knee. Draw those abs in nice and tight. Create a curve in your spine. You want a curve in your spine. That's how you work your abs, spine flexion. Do you have to straighten your legs? No, you don't have to straighten your legs. Balance on your tailbone, ride the bicycle. The recumbent bicycle. Oh, that seems so short. Oh, I'm so tired. But I scheduled jumping jacks. Doubles. Out, out, in, out, out, in. You can do out, in. If you want to add a turn, it goes out, out, in, turn. Out, out, in, turn. On that second in is when you turn. Go the other direction. Out, out, in. But on that second in, you turn. Out, out, in, turn. If that gets you dizzy, don't do it. This is a little cardio. It actually relaxes your muscles. It almost feels like you're just shaking out your muscles. But you're working your heart muscle. Okay? No squats here. Working on the calves. Balancing lightly on the balls of the feet. That's it. That's the fourth exercise. So now we gotta do the Tabata. Any preference on Tabatas? And by the way, I should say this right now, is I am picking 2 exercises to do from the 4. And if you don't like what I picked, do anything. If you want to do the abs for the Tabata rounds, do the abs. Let's see, what am I doing? I'm doing the squat jump with heel clicks and the push-up to bird dog. But you know what? I think like my arms are actually really tired. I might actually do some jacks just to do some more cardio. So I'm gonna switch it up. I'm gonna do the squat heel flicks and the jacks. All right, but if you want to do some upper body, then do the push-up to bird dog. All right, you can redesign your own workouts. All right, let's start it. 20 seconds. Oh, I gave you guys too long of a break. What am I thinking? I would say the squat to heel jack is the hardest thing, which is why I picked it for Tabata. 20 seconds. Use those arms. Anyone watch the gymnastics championships? Oh, so impressive. Watching those girls fly. All right, so I'm gonna stay standing up and I'm gonna do my jacks because it actually kind of shakes out my muscles. But if you wanna do push-ups or abs, go for it. Push-ups or abs are options too. If you wanna work more on upper body, push-ups with the bird dog. Opposite arms and leg. Or any abs you want. If you want to do the starfish crunch again, do the starfish crunch. Okay, back to the heel flicks. Tabata is all about picking the hardest thing you can do because it's 20 seconds. Okay, so it looks like I do 1 per second based on those beeps at the end. I decided I'm not going to turn. I wrote it in my program, but I'm just getting dizzy. Maybe I'll turn after every 4. Turn at a slower pace. I think it's good to add rotation and different, again, you know, so you know it's working forward. Like we walk forward all the time, we run forward all the time. We're doing enough forward eye things. We got to practice up things, sideways things, lateral, turning, rotations, all those different things are good. Now there's no rules for Tabata. I do recommend sticking with whatever you pick, the pairs. That way you can really tire out those muscles. Because you kind of defeat the purpose of Tabata if you keep switching up the exercise. Like if you did 8 different exercises in 20 seconds, that kind of takes away Tabata. So for me, whenever I design Tabata workouts, I max it out at 2 types of exercises. You know, I don't pick 8 different exercises. I don't even pick 4 exercises. Too much variety doesn't push your body. All right, last one of this. I know you're really tired right now, but there's 20 seconds left. Last exercise. Whatever it is you picked. Push-ups, jacks, abs. I'm going to turn the other way. Just to make it symmetrical. Nicely done, nicely done. It looks like with the timing, I'm not going to finish an entire final round. So, do you guys want to do the 40-20 with the 4 exercises, or do you want to do a Tabata? First person that writes in the chat or speaks up.
420, 420.
Okay, Ingrid called it 40-20. We got 4 exercises, 40 seconds, 20 seconds. There is, it's the usual, lower body, upper body, abs. Actually, I end with another upper body. I don't do cardio here. Okay, this is it, 40 seconds. I hate Tabata too, I get it. One. All right, we're gonna start in about 10 seconds, but this is the lunge pulse. So we go, oh, sorry, I got a face front here. So here, pulse, pulse. Bring the legs in, pulse, pulse. Lunge back, pulse, pulse. If you can resist the urge to stand all the way up, you're constantly pulsing. How do we have the jumps? Pulse, pulse, jump, pulse, pulse, jump, pulse, 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 then jump, pulse, pulse, then jump. All right, so you kind of bounce a little bit. If you want to do a triple pulse, you can do a triple pulse. I do at least a double. That's the first exercise. 40 seconds, here we go.
Ready?
So if I want to do like a 3, 2, 1, jump, 3, 2, 1, jump, 3, 2, 1. Or you can do a double, double, and double. Now, if you do a double pulse, you're jump switching more. If you're doing the triple, you're keeping the muscles loaded lower for longer, which also has its benefits of really burning the leg muscles out. So do you want to do explosive movements and more transitions, or do you really want to burn out your leg muscles? Keep in mind, we're only doing this once. Make it count. Make it count. I really feel it, so I'm not going to do a triple pulse. Oh, geez. Thought I was going to make it. Tricep push-up to downward dog. If you're on your knees here, you want to keep your elbows close. Elbows tight, down dog. On your toes, elbows tight, down dog. Onto your knees, elbows tight. I can't emphasize this enough. This is about tricep push-ups. So you want your elbows squeezing in towards your rib cage. Come off your knees. Hopefully you're so sweaty and warm that you can stretch your calves and hamstrings when you lift your butt into the downward dog. Tricep push-ups should feel different from chest push-ups. Emphasis is on the triceps. Get those heels to the floor. A little stretch break in between each push-up. Okay. Double crunch. Shoulder blades, tailbone off. Double leg stretch. Reach, crunch, reach, crunch. The lower your legs are, the harder it is. Crunch,
Ready?
reach, crunch, reach. If you put your shoulder blades back down here, make sure they come up here. If you want a little more challenge, shoulder blades up, keep them up. Shoulder blades up, keep them up as you reach the arms high. So you reach high instead of back, okay? Either way, your abs stay working because your legs are extending. The legs are not going to the ground. You can extend your legs high if you feel any strain in the lower back. Higher legs, less strain in the lower back. More work in the abs. Try not to arch your back. Oh, that was tiring. We're in position for our last exercise. Dip and kick. Dip and kick. If you want to dip and reach, dip, opposites. Dip, opposite. If you want to do non-stop triceps, you'll really burn out the triceps. I think it's a long time to do this for 40 seconds, which is why I break it up with either the kick, arm straight, no reach. All right, like I already feel it intensely in my triceps just from demonstrating the couple of dips in a row, like the 10 dips. Jeez. All right, so don't worry about lifting both arm and leg opposites. If you feel like you're gonna fall, it's not critical. It's just an option to break up the tricep dips. Really intense. Can't do it. Keep your butt off the ground. Oh gosh, it's over. Right on time for our stretch. Okay, I gotta get up. I gotta stop this clock. All right. So if you're still on the ground, great. Let's start with a glute stretch, ankle over the knee, and pull everything towards your chest. Whew. We can actually stretch our tricep right now. So take one tricep and just try to pull it to the other side. And switch. You know, when I was in high school, I had this gym instructor, and he would have us stretch the entire stretch on the ground. He's like, why stand up if you can do it laying down? But I'm trying this tricep stretch laying down right now, and I really don't feel the tricep stretch. I don't know if you're stretching us properly. Anyways, hopefully you feel the stretch here. And then I would like you to string one leg as straight as you can, this hamstring. Pull it toward your head. Feel the stretch here. If you have to bend your knee a little bit, bend it. And then when you feel like you can't pull it toward your head any longer, straighten the other leg. Try to hold the leg in place. Now we're going to take that leg. This is my front leg. I'm going to take it to the back. Just going to drop it all the way to the back. I'm kicking my wall here, so I'm going to move a little bit. But anchor the front arm to the front. The front leg goes to the back. Now, you've probably seen this with your knee bent, but you can also do it with your leg straight. All right, it's a great spine twist. Let's do it to the other leg. So I'm going to bend my front leg. I'm going to first stretch my back leg hamstring and feel that length here. When you can't pull it toward your head any longer, straighten the bottom leg. That should intensify the stretch a little bit. And I'm going to take it across the body. At the same time, reach the opposite arm to the other side. Do your best to anchor the shoulder blade if you can. Either way, you're going to be very twisted. If your leg doesn't reach the floor, you can support it with your arm, like this. All right, hug both knees into the chest. Big hug. Roll a little bit. Little spine massage. Generate enough momentum that you roll all the way up and dive forward. Stretches our lower back, upper back, mid back. Separates the shoulder blades. Whatever you grab, ankles, toes, whatever you grab, just bend your elbows once you've grabbed it. All right, now we gotta stand up. Ugh. You can't actually do the quad stretch laying down. I'm gonna stretch my chest at the same time. So I'm gonna take my left arm back and hold my right leg. Turn your thumb down, turn it up, rotate it. The whole time you're reaching back, you're also rotating. So I'm reaching to the back of the room, I turn my thumb down and keep pushing my palm to the back. Just trying to stretch your biceps a little bit as well. We don't really directly work our biceps, but it doesn't mean it doesn't feel good to stretch it. Keep reaching back. So switch sides. Well done. Way to work out in this heat. It's definitely harder. Well, it's always hard to work out, isn't it? If it's wintertime and it's cold, we don't want to work out. No. Yeah, basically, it's very much a mental game of what exercise means to you. Let's actually finish with this. Exercise for me is absolutely a stress relief. Like, I almost feel a little more anxious when I don't exercise. It does so much more than just the physical. It's also very great for mental reasons. And I've been injured before, so having sprained ankles and not being able to do anything. And so I'm always going to appreciate it when I can work out. There have been times where I couldn't work out. Well, thank you so much for joining. If you have any questions, feel free to unmute yourself.